yesterday we were seeing something on job profiles, right? When we were creating compensation grade. So these are the three terms that you should be remembering. When someone talks about job families, when someone talks about job family groups, so probably you should be relating what we are discussing now. Okay. So what are job profiles? Yesterday, what we discussed, job profiles are nothing but which define characteristics of the job. Okay. So what is the level of the job? What is the job description of the position? And what is the work shift, management level, compensation grade, job profile title? All these are the things which defines characteristics of the job. For example, Workday developer. Okay. So Workday developer is the job profile. What would be the job title? Something related to the development lead or Workday developer, anything would be the job title. What would be the job description? Whatever responsibilities that developer will be performing, building integrations, creating reports, performing the security configurations, and developing custom integration would be kind of job responsibilities. So job description would be that. Compensation grade, whatever we define for that position would be the compensation grade. And level might be as per the organization policy, what would be the job level that will be defining in job profile. The job profiles are nothing but can define a characteristics of the job that are available in Workday. Okay. Let's say, for example, these are job profiles. Okay. Senior HR analyst, developer, senior developer, HRIS analyst. Okay. These are job profiles. Now we can define a kind of job family. The job family would be Workday Systems Technology, under which these job profiles will be part of it. And job family group, IT, HR, systems. Okay. So this would be a job family group, which will be holding job families. And job families will be holding job profiles. Here, one job family group can consist of multiple job families. You can have, so one job family group can consist of multiple job family. And similarly, one job family can consist of multiple job profile. So here I have given job profiles which are under job family. Similarly, you can add few more job profiles under SAP HR systems. Okay. So job family group is a kind of top level one, which will be holding job families, and job families is a kind of umbrella that will be holding job profiles. And job profiles are nothing but which define characteristics of the job. So specifically, we will not have any kind of work activities on this kind of job profile, families, family groups. We'll never worry on all this. But sometimes, okay, sometimes there would be a kind of a report request for you. Someone may come to you and ask, hey, can you get me all the employees who are under IT HR systems? Okay, so that what you need to do, you need to create a report who have filled all these positions. Job profiles are nothing but positions, right? When job profile is attached to the position, employee will be getting into the system. Okay, so when someone asks you to report all the employees of IT HR systems or Workday Systems Technology or SAP Systems Technology, you should be creating a report that comes from these family group and families. Nothing, you'll just add a filter. Okay, you'll just add a filter when job family group is equal to this one, get data. So you'll just create a report so that all the employees who are part of IT HR systems, you'll be getting under this report. So which will give the required output. So that is the only purpose that we'll be using, or we'll be thinking, or we'll be looking at job families, job family groups, and job profiles. Other than that, there is no certain specification that we'll be looking at job families, job family groups. Okay, you just need to know what is that, how it works. That is the only thing that you need to know. So I'll try to create one simple group and attach your families, and to that I'll be attaching some job profiles so that you'll get to know how the flow will be. Then we'll get on to the straightforward task. You have create job family group, effective. Since I have not created any job family, I'll just keep it blank. So when you think that this is no longer needed, you can just edit and inactivate it. Now I've created job family group. So I have job family. Now what I can do, I can actually attach job profiles under this. The developer. Okay, there's no job profile related to work developer. And just create one sample. Just create one sample thing, and I'll take existing one so that you'll know the steps of creating job profile as well. But we'll not create this job profile. We will not create. Recruiting team will be creating. Even we'll not be worrying of family groups and all. Everything will be taken care by operations team. Our job is when there is a request to report on families, family groups, and profiles, we just need to know the future of that. That is the only thing that we'll be worrying of. So just create one job profile so that we'll get to know the steps. Job profile is nothing but whenever you are applying for any job, you'll be provided with job description, right? That is nothing but a job profile, which will tell you what the job is, what kind of characteristics the job will be playing, all that information you will be seeing, right? That is nothing but a job profile. If the job profile will be restricting to any country, you can restrict that country. Management level, whatever is defined for that position, you can actually attach that management level. The system, there are no management levels. Job level also, it is nothing but job level. Developer 1, developer 2, 3 will be there, right? So probably you'll be attaching those levels as well. Okay. If there is a job family, you can attach the job family so that this will be populated in your Workday profile. Work shift. If work shift is required, you can add work shift. Okay. And when recruiter is hiring based on a job demand, okay, if it is difficult to fill, it can be selected as very difficult. Okay, so that recruiter can focus on multiple areas of filling this position. Okay, so sometimes if there is a kind of emergency need, someone has got terminated without notice, and there are a lot of activities that are pending for this position. Okay, so what we'll do, so we'll have it as a kind of critical job and go for hiring. Okay, and the compensation should be, so you'll fill that position and then define a compensation, because you'll not be doing any kind of a pre kind of configuring of grades and all, because since the job characteristic is critical, so you'll be open on compensation and probably you'll be filling the position and then define a grade and range for that one. Okay. Then you'll be writing the job description, job profile summary, classifications. You'll be writing here. So you'll be writing job profile summary. What is the job description, roles and responsibilities? You'll be adding it here. Okay. That's how you typically create. Recruiter will be creating job profile. We will not create. Okay. So once you have this job profile, we'll take this and attach it to So this is how you'll be seeing the kind of hierarchy. Okay, job family group, job family group, job families, and job profile. Okay, there's a relation between group, family, profile. Now tell me, what is this job profile? What is job profile? Is nothing but which define characteristics of the job, meaning what the responsibilities of the job will be performing. So there is nothing but the roles and responsibilities of the job will be in job profile. What is group and family?
Family consists of multiple of job profile.
Yep.
And group consists of multiple of job families.
Job families. So basically, when someone asks you to get employees under job family and job family groups or job profiles, what you can do? You can just filter out the report with family group or with family or with profile, so that under these filters, you can actually get all the employees of that particular criteria. Okay, that is the only thing that you need to do. Before you do that, you need to know what family, what group is, what profile is, right? Other than that, there is no certain specification that we'll be following in Workday for these three terms. Okay. Cool. Any questions so far? Before I talk something on security or anything that you wanted to check on previous topics, or anything was not clear till now, which you wanted to check? Did anyone get a chance to create a compensation structure that we have created yesterday? No, not by default.
What does that mean?
Let's say if you are creating a compensation grade, okay. So if you are creating a compensation grade, and that grade should be applicable for certain positions, or let's take a good example. Okay, so compensation plans are there. Okay, stock plan is there, merit plan is there, and alliance plan is there. Yesterday we have created alliance plan. Okay. And this alliance plan should be applicable for only few members in the organization. Means people above manager who are from United States should be applicable. This alliance plan should be applicable for only these team members. How you will define when this is a kind of criteria for alliance plan? How do you define? How do you make this plan to be applied for only those group of team members?
Okay, we are mentioning the criteria there, but only
Yes.
that specified in the list as such, only values specified in the filter. Those two are some things I was had a doubt, like why we are selecting this.
What fields you mean to say? You mean to say managers and all?
Not managers, like managers, I understood which the level we are trying to
Yeah.
select.
Yeah.
But in between first and left and right, there were two things, like it was all by default there and we didn't even change it. So I was thinking, like, is it by default that would be there in that?
Let me see what you're talking about.
So relational operator and comparison type, that's the two things I had it out in particular
Okay.
to say.
Let me go into this. Yeah, I think those things probably when we are creating reports, we'll be doing a lot of things related to that. So you'll get more hands-on in reporting, but it's good to know now before we get into the reports. Let me.
Yeah, relational operator.
So basically, source external field is nothing but the field that you're looking to add as a condition. Okay. And relation operator is nothing but looks for that one. So whatever field that you're actually, let's say organizations you're adding, what you're saying here, any in the selection list. Any in the selection means organizations, you'll be getting list of organizations here. When you're selecting this field, organization and superior, you'll be getting list of organizations here. So any in the selection list is nothing but whatever you select here, that will be taken as a kind of criteria. But if you're giving not in the selection list, okay, let's say for example, you're giving not in the selection list. You're giving none in the selection list, and where was Amit? I just, yeah. So any in the selection list before when you have given, this condition will only look for, but now I've changed it to none in the selection list. When I change it none, when I change to none in the selection list, it will not look for anything other than Amit's organization. Your condition will be looking for. Okay. So any in the selection list, your condition will be looking what you have given in the comparison value. But if you're mentioning not in the selection list or none in the selection list, it will not look for this one.
It's like
Anything
only
other than this
okay.
organization, it will be looking. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of logic. Okay. When
Okay.
you're defining a program, you will be writing if else condition, right?
Yes.
If this one. Else, find out others. Just a kind of that. When you're giving in the selection list, it will look for exactly that value and get you the result. Okay. And if you're giving not in the selection list or not in the selection, none in the selection list, it will not look for the one that you have given here, but anything else other than that organizations. Okay. So what this condition will be doing now? So when we add this to the compensation plan, okay, any compensation plan, what does this compensation plan will be applied for? It will not be allocated to the members of this organization, but any other members of other organizations. Okay. Any other supervisor organization that is there in the system, wherever you add this eligibility rule, that will be applied to all those members. But if you change here, any in the selection list, that will apply for only for the people who sits under Amit's organization. That is only the thing that you need to remember.
And value specified in this filter?
Let's say if you are taking organizations, whatever organization that you have created in the system, you'll be getting those organizations. Let's say if you take employee. So if you take worker, what does this mean? Worker is nothing but employee, right? You'll be getting all the list of employees in the list. Okay, you can pick any of the employee. In the comparison value, whatever you are specifying worker, you can select those workers here. Earlier, before we had a supervisor organization here, we were able to select comparison value as organization. Workday HCM, we were able to select. And you can give, if there are any kind of position you can give. Okay, if you are giving position, you'll be getting, if you give in the selection list and value specified in this filter, you'll be getting all the positions that you have created in the system. If you are giving United States, okay, if you are giving country and in the selection list, value specified in the filter, you'll be getting all the countries here. If you are giving state or province, you'll be getting all the list of states available in the system. If you are giving job profile, you'll be getting all the list of job profiles in the comparison value. Comparison value is nothing but a specific value that you are giving in as a field. Okay. Organization, you'll be getting the organization list of organizations creating, and you can select the organization that you wanted to have. Similarly, worker, similarly, positions, job profiles, anything that you are specifying here, when you are picking from in the selection list and through comparison value, you'll be getting those values here. Clear? Makes sense?
Yeah.
So when we are creating reports, we'll be doing a lot of filters. I said report filters, right? So we'll be doing a lot of filters and you'll be playing around with these options to every report that we create. Okay.
That will be working more on reports, like most important concept would be the reports.
It's not that most important, I can say. Depends upon if you're working as a kind of techno-functional developer, okay, where your responsibilities
involves from the day one you are telling mostly if you are given a report, if you are asked to get a report, you have to work in this way. So I'm just trying.
Yeah. So if you're working both technical as well as functional role, you'll be creating everything what we are discussing in this course.
Okay.
If you're just working on, if you're getting a job on just specific to reporting position, reporting analyst, reporting specialist. Okay. If you are getting into those roles, you'll be creating only reports. If you are getting into position integration developer, integration specialist, you'll be creating only integrations.
The most common profiles we do see in this Workday.
Common
Profiles that we do normally on the basic level, this is something most commonly will be finding it.
So it depends upon the organization. Let's say if any organization is going for brand new Workday implementation, okay. They would be needing employees, they would be needing Workday resources of all the areas. Okay, if one resource have all the skills, like how you're getting the knowledge here, you're knowing about security, you're knowing about business process, you're knowing about organizations, you're knowing about compensation, you're knowing about reports, integrations, calculated fields, you're knowing about everything here. Okay, if there is one position that requires all the skills, that would be good. Or if there is one position that is only looking for report, if there is only position that is looking for integrations, it depends. Organizations, whatever they have, they'll be releasing those positions based on their demand.
Okay.
But so mostly, once we are done with the security, the combination of technical skills with any functional skill will be more demanding. Okay, so reporting, integrations, accessibilities, calculated fields, what we'll be learning as part of technical topics. Okay, so when you add your technical topics in your resume with functional skills, like you're able to you're well aware of business process configurations, and you're aware of managing conditions in the business process, and security. So you're aware of complete security architecture in Workday, then you'll have more demand. Okay. So it depends. Okay, if there is only functional analyst position, okay, might be asking only business process, might be asking any module core configuration experience is required. If there is a criteria for analyst position, you'll be working in only functional areas. Okay. Clear?